The wicked landlady of Atti Town. When Sophia's company transferred her to their Atti branch, she was excited. It was a promotion, a new chapter, a chance to finally live on her own. She found a small but decent apartment in a compound owned by a woman everyone called Madam Orobo, a cheerful, wild-faced woman with eyes that seemed to see too much. Madam Orobo told Sophia she liked quiet tenants and I hate troublemakers. Sophia agreed, signed the lease, and moved in the following week. At first, life there was peaceful. The compound had 6 tenants, friendly people trying to survive like her. They laughed together, shared meals, and even borrowed sugar from each other. But after a few months, things started to change. At first, it was Uncle Bassi. He lived opposite Sophia. He was a retired teacher, proud of his small pension. One day, he came knocking, asking if Sophia wanted to buy his television. Just small money, my daughter. I need to solve something urgent, he said. A week later, he sold his gas cooker and then his mattress. Then again, his radio. Within a month, he was sleeping on the floor. Next was Ijoma, a young tailor. She had a thriving business. When Sophia moved in, customers everywhere, clothes hanging from her window. But she began losing clients. Machines broke down mysteriously. Clothes saw on their own. She even sold her sewing machines and her gold earrings and finally left in the middle of the night, barefoot, crying. Everyone who stayed too long in that compound grew poor. Sophia didn't understand why, not until one night. It was a stormy Friday. The power went out and the whole compound was silent except for the sound of rain. Sophia couldn't sleep, so she decided to go downstairs to fetch water. As she passed Madam Orobo's window, she heard shouting. At first, Sophia thought the landlady was praying, but then she saw something through the curtain, a glowing pot on the floor, filled with water and flowing objects. Inside it were small clay figures, each one with a name scratched into its back. Sophia's eyes widened when she saw one with her name, Sophia. Madam Orobo was dipping her hand into the pot, whispering, "Your wealth will flow to me. Your light will be mine." Sophia froze. Her heart slammed in her chest as she realized what was happening. Madam Orobo wasn't just a wicked landlady. She was feeding on her tenants, draining their fortune and joy through dark charms. Sophia ran back upstairs, locked her door, and packed her things in silence. The next morning, before dawn, she left the key at Madam Orobo's doorstep and dragged her suitcase out of that cursed compound. As Sophia boarded the bus out of Atti Town, she glanced back and saw Madam Orobo standing and smiling as if she already knew Sophia would leave. 2 weeks later, Sophia heard from a former tenant that her old flat had a new occupant, a young man who had just bought a car. He didn't know yet, and Sophia could only wonder how long it would take Madam Orobo before she took everything from him too.